kind of mentioned it before, but both of these teams made some offseason changes. They're trying to take advantage of a young core. But right now, the Hawks having to do it without Trae Young, dealing with an MCL sprain, will be reevaluated in 4 weeks. But an opportunity, Melo, for this team to find some cohesion without their superstar and maybe hold it together without Trae Young.
Yeah, I think Atlanta have a sneaky chance to do something really good in the East. I know, when I look at the makeup of their team, the way that they retooled around Trae Young, the way that JJ is coming to his own, the way that KP is playing, I think the way that they're working on their chemistry, they're working on the way that they gel. Like they have an opportunity to do something. I don't know what it is in the East, but they have an opportunity to be sneaky and creep up there in the East. With Trae Young being out, this gives an opportunity for Nickel to step up. This gives an opportunity for Dyson to step up. Let's see if KP can be healthy. How long can he be healthy? Is he available? How long he's going to be available? How much he's going to be available? But I do think that Atlanta, when healthy, have an opportunity to be very sneaky in the East.
I think it's the Jalen Johnson show. This is his opportunity to come out and play and be the facilitator while being the scorer. This is a new role for him. But like I said before, he was playing great basketball last season before he got injured. All-star level at that. So I look for him to step up. Of course, Nickeil Alexander-Walker has been playing great basketball as well. So another guy, you have a couple guys who complement each other in lieu of Trae's absence. So look out for those guys.
Yeah, you both bring up a good point. Kristaps Porzingis, he missed the first meeting between these two. Remember, the Hawks did get the win. And Jalen Johnson coming off of 23 points and 13 rebounds, so he's certainly in the flow. But Scal does this thing where he has these glasses over here where he puts them on.
Here we go.
And he gets in his phone and he breaks down stats. We actually have a graphic so you don't have to put the glasses on.
I wrote it really big this time, right?
Okay. So give us the breakdown of the Hawks.
Well, first of all, let's talk about the offseason. They did not pay Trae Young $250 million. They want to make it do. This is Trae Young's opportunity to show, listen, I'm worth the money, right? He's not playing, but we're going to see what Atlanta is all about without Trae Young. And, you know, if you start to look at some of the numbers, you start to see, defensively, they're better without him, right? You look at just the net rating, they're -9 with him on the court. Just right there even, -5. The defensive rating is 15 points better without him. So you can look at what Trae Young brings, the record over 19 and 17 over the last 3 seasons without Trae Young. But the one thing I want to note, there's one thing we should bring up. They're 30 points better net rating in the fourth quarter with Trae Young.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of guys that can play the first 3. And there's some other guys that it's different in the fourth quarter. So before you want to pay, there's a reason he makes, or he's up for $250 million. It's because he is really good down the stretch. Taking the bow at MSG, that's what he does. So,
ice tray.
Yeah, ice tray. We all know. We all know. So before you start to say, well, they're better, and I run the numbers, and they are, but we still got to look at the fourth quarter, and that's where Atlanta has to be better.
Yeah, and that's where the ice tray kind of comes from, and the mentality that he brings ultimately to the court.